Good morning. It's July 17th, 2026. I'm going to make another video today because I'm going to show you what my exterior looks like in my new home in Evergreen, North Carolina. I'm a fir. Bought a home from a man whose last name is Wood, and I've officially moved to, I haven't changed my address yet, but I will soon in the next day or two, to Evergreen, North Carolina. Many, many years ago, probably 2014 or 2016, I asked the question, what is Evergreen? What's there? I would love to live in a place like Evergreen. Last July, end of June, July, I moved here prematurely and set up camp here for a month, and then had some traumatizing things happen and memories that I had that I needed to work through, some of which I'm not even sure if they were from this life, some of which I'm very positive were. But in all that saying, I came here last August or last June, end of June, 1st of July, and while I was here, Gene and I had separated. I was going through a midlife crisis. Little did I know that when women go through a change of life, they go through mental issues, and I believe that's exactly what I was going through last year. That and physical and mental trauma that was going on that had just backed up for years, since I was 4. At least that's when my traumatic memory was in there. And then at an age around maybe 4.5, 5, 6 years old, I was there was a situation where my mom and dad were separated, and my dad was supposed to come and get me, and I was dressed up in a nice little beautiful dress. My hair was perfect. I had my little suitcase packed, and it was daylight when I started waiting on him, and it turned into night, and my mom came out and told me, a series of things, most of which my dad didn't love me and that he was never coming back for me. And as a little girl, I believed that. I believed that my dad did not love me. He did not care anything about me. He didn't care where I lived. He didn't care that I loved him, and he didn't care that I missed him and that I needed him. I'm 54. 50 years. I believe that. And there's been series of times that I have tried not to believe that, just to have it all crushing right my heart. Because things would happen that would sheer up that he doesn't love you. And do I need his love? No. But all little girls want their daddy's love. I don't care who you are. Well, last year I tried to take him up on his offer because he always said if I ever needed a place, but he wasn't ready and neither was I. And while I was here, my point was, in this same motorhome, separated from my husband, thinking that, my life was just going to take a different turn, I wrote my first book, finished it, or wrote the premise of it. I actually finished it back at Pool Road up in the loft, my grandchildren's loft that we had made in our tiny home. But it started here. And I knew that my husband was going to come here, and that this home was like, I saw him in it. And there's a whole lot more I'm going to expound on that. But just for that, we're here. We're back together. Better than ever. I would not trade. I would not. Last year was so worth it to be here. To love him like this. To know to see past the illusion and know that my husband is not my dad. And that those lies that people told me about my dad were not my dad. My dad has mental issues. I'm sorry people couldn't see that. I'm sorry they didn't understand it. And I'm sorry they told a little girl that her daddy did not love her because he was an evil, mean man. He was none of that. It's just a man with mental issues, some of which I have. Most of which is trying to please people when you don't please yourself first. Yeah, he's a lofty air sign just like me, a Gemini. Not that that's an excuse, but everybody's always put things on top of him. They've always said, they never let him say who he was. They've always painted a picture. And deep down in my heart, I always knew who he really was. But the picture was just so vivid and so much that I couldn't see past it. And it caused me a lot of pain and a lot of harm because I came here. I came to this earth to love. I am love. I'm not making excuses for people. Not everybody can love people like I do. But when I try to fight loving people like this, well, I almost took my own life because I thought that I was going to have to change this part of me. But I can't change this part of me. It's me. And I'm happy with me. Distractions and all. So, I'm home. I have a home. Thank you, Daddy. You promised me when I was a little girl that you would not leave me. I remember that. I remember being at Mama's. And you told me, I will come back for you. I will not forget you. I love you. Thank you, Daddy. You held good on your promise. And I know you love me. I almost lost that. Whatever you're holding on to that you almost gave up on, don't give up. Sometimes it takes a really long time to come to fruition. And there are many, the river flows. Where it flows, it goes. And it goes snakes in and out of places. And sometimes it goes places you just don't even want to go. Into little stagnant pools sometimes. But the rain rains. And the waters flood. And the river flows. So, from Evergreen, North Carolina, on this beautiful, matter of fact, it's an extremely, very positive, powerful astrological day. If you really want to look it up, look it up. Be inquisitive. Check out astrology today. Thank you, Dad. I love you. Welcome home to my lovely husband. And he looks so good in this motorhome. Dare to dream, people. Dreams do come true. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference where you are. Dare to believe. So from my heart to yours, kota hamashata kotiana bakatiana raposutu amakata heteketa omakata diana maniama hona katia shonto andiaha. Much love, peace, and rest. Believe in yourself and your dreams. I love you. I hope you love yourself. Because that's where all this started for me. Was daring to love myself. Believing I was enough.